Good
Conference will
morning.
now be recorded.
Yeah, everyone, very good morning. Let's begin the today's Postgres DBA demo. Yeah, so myself, team, like most of you already aware about me. Like I'm Rasika Reddy Bolla. I'm having 14 plus years of experience into SQL DBA development performance tuning. And recently in our company, we are also using Postgres DBA. Okay, Postgres, we have a lot of benefits, team. uh, CRUD operations, insert, update, deletes. These are all super fast than our SQL server. Okay, so practically we have noticed everything. Like even you know, so like SQL Server we have more UI options and all, but comparatively SQL Server Postgres less UI options. Like still people are most in the worldwide, so Postgres is worldwide super popular. Okay, so some of the most companies using this Postgres SQL is like Instagram, IMDb, Apple. These some of the companies are using this Postgres database. Okay, so team, Postgres obviously like people use it to install in Linux flavors, Linux machines and all. But we can also keep this Postgres in Windows flavor also. Why people are going for Linux and all? Because Windows again they have to pay the money. Windows, licenses and all included. Uh, so Postgres also you don't need to pay any licenses, sir. Okay, it's open source. Anybody can use, anybody take that one and they can develop also. Okay, Postgres is the open source. Small scale companies and all, medium scale companies, they can go for Postgres instead of SQL Server. So team, on-premise SQL Server, on-premise servers. On-premise means you have to build your own servers. Maybe either Windows machines or Linux machines, installing Windows, configuring the Windows, configuring the Linux, installing and all. That will take a lot of time. And also,
Papa,
yeah, go ahead.
is another laptop?
Yeah, sorry, somebody is asking some question. Okay, so team, like, so Postgres is open source. Huh? So installing Linux and all, like even on premise, that will take a lot of time. So nowadays, like people are keeping on cloud only. We know, right? The cloud, how much, like now, cloud is the future. 4 years back, I used to say like cloud is the future. Now cloud is at present. All people are using cloud only. Team. Okay, because on cloud, Postgres on-premise, Postgres on cloud, both are same. Okay, so on cloud also you can keep your own versions and all. Like as I said, like most of you guys are joined my SQL DBA sessions, right? On SQL DBA sessions, uh, so pass model, platform as a service. SQL Server always maintain highest version. On cloud team, SQL Server always maintain the highest version. Automatically patches and all automatically happen. Okay, but Postgres it's not like that. Postgres you can keep your own fixed versions. Okay, so that's the advantage. Like there is no difference between on-premise and cloud for Postgres. Okay, on cloud you can easily configure. You don't need to install anything. Okay, on cloud you can easily configure even your Postgres SQL Server. Huh? Say Azure database Postgres. Yeah, so here just search Azure database for Postgres or let's just Postgres. Huh? So Azure database for Postgres flexible servers. This is the option to create a Postgres server directly. How much time it will take to create? Within minutes, with less than 5 minutes, we can create a PostgreSQL server. See, like if you are going for infrastructure, like on-premise, so you have to buy the CPU, memory, I/O. You have to have your own data center. You have to supply 24/7 power supply, 24/7 AC supply, 24/7 somebody need to monitor. That's why managing own data center, it is really tough thing. Okay, so that's why just the companies are taking the subscriptions. So either from Azure or AWS. These two are popular cloud providers, right? Azure or AWS. Okay, they take the subscription, they will create the Postgres servers, they keep their database on cloud, either AWS or Azure. Okay, and run their application team. It's very easy. Okay, so team, do you know team? Like, so Postgres, so Microsoft SQL Server developed Azure SQL DB. Okay, just to retain Microsoft SQL Server people, not by going to the Postgres and all. Because Postgres is very cheap. I should not say cheap and all team, but it is budget wise very low. Okay, comparatively SQL Server, Oracle and all. Okay, PostgreSQL is cost wise very less thing. That's why Microsoft developed Azure SQL DB. Okay, in Azure SQL DB, no cross queries, no DB mail, no linked server and all. So most of the features doesn't have. That's why still people are preferring to go to the Postgres for low cost and all. Okay, yeah, 1 second. Yeah, so okay, let me create like how people will create a Postgres server on cloud in Azure. In Azure, okay, in AWS, creating Postgres servers are features wise all are same team, almost all are same. I am working both on Azure and Postgres. Okay, yeah. So let me create Postgres server on cloud Azure. Yeah, like this we will create. Okay, so obviously it will ask you the subscription. Okay, subscription name and resource group. Okay, choose any resource group name. Okay, you know, right? Resource group, the meaning is, okay, resource group is like you know, like it's a kind of environment. Huh? So in real time team, like hmm, so we have so many environments in real time: dev environment, QA environment, UAT environment, okay, pre-prod environment, prod environment, like that. Okay, so dev related and all we will keep here. Okay, dev related servers, dev related application, dev related storage. So we are all like all dev related, we will keep it in dev resource group. A resource group is a collection of resources. Okay, just like for example, you know, we group logically, right? Like suppose birds. Huh? Bird is a logical. Physically, it doesn't exist. Yes or no? So, like peacock, crow, parrot, these are all physical. Okay, same here also. Like a folder or resource group, all are same. Okay, same meaning. So, a folder is folder also a logical thing. Physically, like it won't occupy any space. Okay, you are grouping together related to all items, particularly related to dev, particularly UAT related, we will keep it in UAT resource group, like that. Okay, so that's the like benefit of using resource groups. You cannot create anything team on cloud in Azure. In Azure, you cannot create anything without a resource group. Somewhere you have to keep that object, just like your photos, like videos, audios, somewhere you have to keep, right, some folder at least. We cannot keep directly on drive. Yes or no? So photos we will create a separate folder, videos we will create a separate folder. you know. So that's how we will segregate it. So tomorrow it is like it is easy for you where your object is, and by finding like photo, you can find in only in photos folder. Yes or no? Same here also, like dev related we will keep it in dev, QA related we will keep it in QA, UAT related we keep it in UAT. Okay. So team, directly you can keep it in like dev related, you can keep it in dev, prod related you can keep it in prod, or test, like test database you are creating, test server, keep it in test. Like others, like the others, who working on the same, like on the portal, by seeing like they thought yes it's a like testing related, uh, tomorrow you are not available, like you forgot to delete, somebody can delete on behalf of you because it's under the test resource group. Yes or no? So that's the advantage we have in Azure team. We don't have a concept, resource group concept in AWS. We have only in Azure. So I'm covering both team, Azure and AWS, both I am covering. Okay. So yeah. So first let's focus on Azure. Later AWS we will focus. Okay. So I'm creating dev related. Okay. So the same name I'm going to give. So dev server. Okay. So my Postgres SQL server name is like Postgres SQL server name is dev server. I'm going to give. I gave the dev server, but it's not taking. I'm getting an error. Server name must be available. Okay. So team, these servers are on public cloud. We are keeping it in public cloud, just like your email ID. Our email IDs are also public cloud, right? Yes or no? You cannot create same, like if you already have a same email ID, with the same email ID, okay, you cannot create again. Like somebody you cannot create with the same name what you already using. The same way here also team. Like dev server, somebody is using in the world. Somebody created with this name team already in the world. Okay, you have to give different name. Some like you can add some numbers, maybe that may be the unique, just like our email ID while creating we give some alphanumerics. Okay. Yeah. So this is the server I'm going to create it. Okay. Postgres server, PostgreSQL. So team, I'm telling you it's time to learn Postgres also team. Okay. Like uh, on SQL server on-premise team, like in a company, suppose 10 jobs are there. By migrating their databases to the cloud, the job like team size will be reduced team. Mostly in past model, you already aware, like most of the works are taken care by the cloud provider itself. The backups and all, the upgrades and all, everything they only take care. Microsoft itself, like we don't need like much more people on cloud team to be. Okay. So jobs will be reduced, I mean, uh, jobs still exist, but size of the people, team size will be reduced team. Okay. So to keep that in mind, we have to know at least other than like one uh, okay, RDBMS, at least you have to know one or more than one, at least two you should be aware team. Okay. So one is open source, another one is okay license. SQL server is a license based, Postgres is a open source. Uh, Even team, like I went to the interview like 4 years back. Okay. So well, that time is cloud, like people are migrating their databases, companies are moving to the cloud 4 years back, it started. Okay. So they asked me like how, like you have a 10 years of experience, you only worked on SQL server. Okay. Don't you know other database technologies, like that they asked me. Okay. In interviews. That's why team, like parallelly I have started learning Postgres also. Okay. So till 4 or 5 years, like I expertise on the PostgreSQL as well along with SQL server. Okay. So luckily we are also using Postgres DBA, that helps me like what kind of issues we face, we get in real time and all, luckily. So I also documented all of them. Okay. I will share my complete knowledge on Postgres also. Huh? Yeah. So this how we'll
So
create a,
for
go ahead.
PostgreSQL also, we are having similar like a SQL DB, or we need to learn some queries for this. So how it will be
Yeah,
the architecture and all comparing to SQL Server.
yeah. For theory part, obviously it is different. SQL to Postgres theory part obviously different. Okay, I'm
Okay,
covering like
okay,
I'm not covering on-premise. I'm directly covering cloud. Okay, theory and all interview part. The theory just you can learn yourself. Just like on cloud, how people will create the servers, how people will use, like how people will migrate the databases, monitor the databases on cloud. Okay, what kind of performance
okay.
issues people will get, how to monitor them, uh, high availability disaster recovery techniques we have in Postgres. Like that, I will teach them. So to be frank, why I am
Okay.
not teaching architecture and all team? It's really boring. Okay, like people, after a few days they don't join. That's why directly I only teach practical team. Even my Azure SQL DBA trainings, I have completed 120 batches. Okay, so directly I will you know enter into the practical. See, I didn't even share any material and all so far. Okay, so this is how we need to learn team, like how like stage by stage we can learn. First how to create, how to use it, if you know, later like how it works in the background and all. Yes or no? Huh? So you will
Okay.
come, sir, you will learn lately also. Huh? Yeah, because today's
Raj,
world
Great.
is fast paced everything. Yeah, good.
Raj, so in this thing, you will going to show that from on-prem Postgres, how you are
Hmm.
migrating to Azure or AWS. Are you going to show that also?
Yes, that is also I will show it to you. It's easy. Postgres migration is easy.
From
Like, yeah, see, on-premise is nothing but very simple thing. Postgres website, you can download the software, media. See, this is 16 point version. We have 13, 14, 15, 16 versions we have. Just download the software and install it. Next, done. Once installation is done, you can connect your Postgres SQL Server using PG Admin 4. This is a management studio kind of. SQL Server guys, you have a SQL Server management studio, right? To connect to SQL Server,
SSMS similar
we
to.
have a SSMS. So we have PG Admin also. Okay, using this you can connect to SQL Server. Uh, you can create the databases. Under the database, you can create the tables, procedures, functions, views, triggers, anything you can do. Just same as like SQL Server. Okay,
In
all
this
are
also,
the
do we have some editions or versions like that, or directly you can
yeah,
use for only Postgres?
yeah. We have versions here also. I will show you. I will show you. See, cloud also. See, on-premise and cloud Postgres both are same day. Hmm? Like SQL Server, it is really like little different, but hmm, on-premise Postgres, Azure Postgres, both are same. We have only one model on Azure or AWS. For Postgres, see, like here, like past model, we have two models for SQL Server. We don't have two models and all for Postgres related. Only one model. Okay, this is the model you can create directly and use it. Okay,
And
so
what
uh,
about the high availability concepts? Automatic
high
failover you are
availability
going to
we have
show us.
a yeah high availability we have a always on in SQL Server. Here we have a streaming replication.
Yeah, that is
Okay,
automatic failover we can configure, right?
yeah, automatic failover we can configure. Yes, we have.
Okay, okay.
Okay, here also like
Hmm.
this is version related. Okay, you can keep your fixed version, sir. Say PostgreSQL version. Hmm? Can you see here? Postgres 13, 14, 15, 16. See, we also need to do version upgrades here. Version upgrades. Okay. See, in on-premise also you will perform version upgrades. Here also we will perform version upgrades. No difference. Okay. You don't need to know about on-premise Postgres and all. Here itself I am teaching from scratch. It is enough.
Uh, Hi, sir. Good morning.
Yeah. Very good morning, Prasanna.
Actually, uh, so as this is the open source,
Yeah.
how? how secure it is,
Yeah.
because we are migrating the cloud environments of Azure and AWS to Postgres now.
Yeah.
So,
Mm.
and one more thing, if we
Mm.
even wanted to apply patches and all,
Mm.
as that is migrated from those cloud environments to this PostgreSQL,
Mm.
it won't be having a desktop. Then how we will perform the patches and all? And if we
Yes.
want to update any
Mm.
latest things or anything on that specific server, it is not having any windows, right?
Yes, exactly.
Or any
Good question.
environment, right?
Mm. 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 Yeah. So, see, the question is, you asked two questions. So, how secure
Hmm.
this is? Postgres is a
Yes.
open source. So, how secure it is? Huh? That is first question. Second
Yes.
question, like we don't have any Windows or Linux. Huh?
Hmm.
Like, directly we are
So why
creating a.
I asked is recently in my organization also we have worked on one project
Mm.
regarding the migrating this Azure and
Mm.
AWS servers to Postgres.
Yeah.
I have personally connected this things with the PG admin, and if you want, when I have tried, it is completely different. Even it is not even having any windows. If you want to perform any backup or restore things, also it is directly saving into the
Mm.
server which we have connected. But it is
Yeah.
not particularly having any server to connect,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
on premise.
Yeah. Let me tell you. Okay. So, SQL
Yes, sir.
Server, Postgres, both are different. Okay. SQL Server is license based. You know, so SQL Server is license based. So in SQL Server, okay, if you want to save the license cost, see this is SQL Server license, SQL Server, and we keep like every database in server itself, like dev related we keep, and UAT related also people try to, I mean, people use it to keep in the same server. Why they use it to keep same server? Though like dev, QA, UAT, like different environments. Why people are keeping
Yes.
all the databases in the same server? Because they
to
want to
reduce
save
cost.
money, license cost. But Postgres, it's not like that. It's a open source. You don't need to keep like that. You don't need to be conscious. Okay. Just companies I'm saying. Okay. So see, you can create separate server directly. Dev related, you can keep separate. Okay. QA related, you can keep separate. See, here when you are keeping different databases, different environments in the same server, then Microsoft should allow to take the backup of each database. Okay, so that's why we have a full differential and log backups. So each database you can take a backup, but here in Postgres, okay, you can take the server itself as a backup. Okay, so you don't need to take a database backup stage. Okay, server itself, like snapshot we call it as. We don't call it as backups. Okay, nothing wrong if you call it as a backup also. So the
Uh,
snapshot people will
so
take it. We never
okay,
ever
during
keep
the
all the
patches.
databases. Yeah, one second.
During the
We never,
patches, we can go with screenshot, right, sir? I mean, like snapshot. But
yeah.
particularly for
Mm,
testing purpose, if they want to perform
mm,
any test on that specific DB means
mm,
definitely
mm.
they will be going with the again this scenario of backup and restore.
Yeah, like every time, see, you are performing where on dev environment. Yeah, you need all the databases, obviously, right, to take the backup.
Yeah.
You don't perform
Mm.
only particular database. Like environment wise, you have a server. So obviously, you
Mm,
have to
mm,
take a server. Taking a
mm.
database backup, taking a server is same. Okay. Yeah. See, here also you
Even
can take a backup. Individual databases also you can take a backup through PG
Yeah,
admin.
at that time, whichever the server we have connected,
Mm.
that backup will be stored into that server only.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you can take a
That one.
backup into a local drive. See,
Yes.
this is not a really like yeah. So if you want to take a backup server, you can keep it on the cloud. Okay. Here also you can keep directly on the cloud. How and all I will show it to you. This is not the time to show discussion on the backup, but I will show it to you. Yeah. So the Postgres side, they take the server's backup stream instead of database backups, because here we don't pay any money, any amount for the servers. Okay, that's why people use it to keep separate servers according to the application wise. Okay, so that you have a flexibility. See, if you keep all environments in one server, suppose server restarted, see, all environments down, right? That's a problem. Okay, so that's why team, always application related separate servers are the best. Same way backups are always taken at the server level here in Postgres. That's how they develop it. Though you can take an individual database backups also. How and all I will show it to you. Don't worry. So yeah, that's the thing. And versions, how to upgrade, right? See, in the portal itself, I can upgrade. Okay, in the portal itself, I can upgrade. Just somewhere like once I created the server, there is a upgrade option. Click on that. Choose the which version you want to upgrade. Okay, choose that and click OK. That itself will be upgraded automatically by taking 15 minutes downtime. Okay, that itself will take the backup in the background. You don't need to do anything. Just you need to click on upgrade command. So here itself it will show upgrade command. Okay, click on that. That's it. Okay, so this portal itself a kind of a virtual machine, a Windows machine. Okay, so here itself we need to perform everything, administration part. How and all I will show it to you. Don't worry. And you talked about security. That's very important thing. Okay. See, PostgreSQL server is the open source, but how you are using that your part, your job. Like say in Azure side, we have a networking. See networking side. So networking side, what you can do? You can allow only fixed IPs. Okay, particular network only can able to connect. See, such kind of firewall rules we have. These firewall rules strictly, okay, like avoids the intruders connections, hackers connections and all. Impossible to connect. Okay, AWS also same, AWS, Azure. Okay, so network part like Microsoft, they will take care. AWS side network, they will take care. Okay, so every server is Postgres in Azure team, in Azure pass model. Okay, so server is by default encrypted. The connections are encrypted by default. Snapshots are encrypted by default. Though they found like a snapshot backup and all, they cannot restore. Okay, so that's how the security part they will take care. Microsoft they will take care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, this is clear. And even in this course, we will be covering the performance part as well, right?
100%.
And
So here,
oh,
Microsoft giving the uh, intelligent performance. Here itself, what queries are causing the issue? That and all. Here itself, it is source graphically. Okay, just those queries you can tune. Here itself, we
oh,
have a index recommendations. These index, if you create this much benefits, you will have like that. It will show. Okay,
okay.
just like SQL Server.
Sir,
Hmm?
Sir,
Yeah, go
but
ahead.
sir,
if we didn't have access to the portal,
Hmm.
we are just having they have given the server credentials and they
Yeah.
asked us to just connect to that specific server and they want only perform some operations within
Hmm.
that PG admin itself. Then how we
Yeah.
perform all without access we can't, right?
Yeah. See, if you are a DBA guy, you should have portal access. Okay, if you are a developer, why you need portal access? developer
Yeah.
developer what they do, they create tables, procedures, functions, views and all. Okay,
Hmm.
so for them pg admin is enough. Pg admin they will install their machines. Pg admin also a open source free tool.
Yeah.
Okay, they will install, they will connect. Okay, they create something, tables, procedures and all. They test it on the PG admin itself. They don't need portal access, but we DBA guys definitely need portal access. Without portal access, so how we perform? Huh? So like creation of
Exactly,
the
but
server.
in some organizations, these
uh,
servers will be created by AD team, na sir. Like or compute. Such
Uh,
teams will be created and hand over to us for
uh,
performing the other operations. And
they are
in
not
that
expert.
scenario, it will be difficult, right?
See, you are talking about Azure admins or DevOps, they will create these
Mm.
servers. But
Mm.
how they are efficient to create this? They blindly create it, right? The options, what
Mm.
they do, the backups, how many days we want, uh, high
Exactly.
availability. They know how a high availability, like disaster recovery, how to create replication and all. They don't know it. Okay,
Mm.
maybe
Mm.
the organizations are very small. They don't want to hire DBAs and all. Maybe such organizations using the DevOps team to create these also. Yes or no? See, we
Okay.
are also DBA
Yeah.
guys. I can also know. I know how to create a VM and all virtual machine. I know how to create a network and all. Yes or no?
Yeah.
I am
Yeah.
not good at
Correct.
creating virtual
Ex-
machine, creating network. I am not expert on that. Okay, I know, create and use it. Okay, so definitely it required a proficient guy. DBAs are experts in DBAs. Okay, what options? See, there are so many options in PostgreSQL server, like SQL server, sp underscore configure, max dop, such kind of things are there. Here also we have a lot of things, settings. Okay, let me simple example. I want to automate something. uh, they create the server, but how they automate it? I want to run a query every day, uh, so and so time. We need here a cron job. SQL agent we have there, right? So here, cron job. Cron, how to set it up? They don't know it. DevOps and all. Like DBS only knows those things. Okay.
Yeah.
So that and all, how to create, how to automate and all, we will discuss as part of this course. Hmm?
So that
Hi,
will
Yeah.
be
sir.
acting as a SQL agent,
Hi,
such
sir.
kind
Yeah.
of.
SQL agent. Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, team. Any
Yeah, hi,
questions?
sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Sir, sir, for this PostgreSQL, we should learn like any programming or syntax. Like these are like only in a SQL.
Sorry. Syntax?
For this PostgreSQL, we should learn any syntax or programming, or it's like only
No,
theory.
sir. So this is only administration part. You don't need to learn any syntaxes and all. Okay.
Okay,
Syntaxes like
okay.
SQL,
Yeah.
right? SQL is same for all. Oracle, Postgres, SQL Server. Like SQL is same. Hmm? So DDL, DML, everywhere same commands only. You don't need to. But if you have you should learn basics thing. Hmm? Basic idea is it's good
Yes, sir.
to have. Okay. Yeah.
And sir,
Somebody is like.
So please cover the topic, sir. Sir, please cover the topic. So what will be covered in this course?
What topic you want me to cover?
I mean, which topics will become under this course, please?
Yeah. So for that also, I have a course content team. Like
Okay.
I already have a course content, module wise. Okay, I will cover this, but module instead of giving module wise, better to give topic wise thing. Like topic by topics, I will cover. Okay, I will mark it as yellow. uh, Something like this, so that you and me have a clarity. So topic wise course content is not yet ready. Okay, I am preparing. So this come like by experience. Like this is the first batch team on Postgres DBA. Like it will take some time to me. Anyhow, I will provide you the material and with lifetime access and recordings also I will provide to you, lifetime access. And also I will add you in WhatsApp group. Okay, there also we can discuss the doubts and all. If you have any questions and all, there also we can discuss. Okay, so we'll prepare. Okay, so we'll prepare and I will provide you. These are all just today is just demo. Okay, I will provide you all. Don't worry, just like Azure, Azure SQL. Like people who joined my courses, I have given interview questions, scripts, resume, interview questions and answers, everything, right? The same way for Postgres also, I will provide. Even Postgres related also, I have prepared real time scenario based interview questions and answers. It took me almost 6 months time to prepare it. Okay, I will provide you all. huh? So I want to make you an expert on Postgres DB also along with SQL Server. Okay. So
Sir,
I don't give chance to rejection resume side. By seeing the resume, they should. Okay, so they should consider. So like that, I make you, content wise and all. I can help you on your resumes also. Yeah.
so then with this training, right? So you will be covering the cloud like migration part, like creation of PostgreSQL and everything. So will you be
Yeah.
also covering, the administrative part as well? Like,
Yeah.
how to
These are
create logins, how to create databases, like,
yes. Yes.
L1 and L2 kind of activities in Postgres.
Yes. Yes. I have to cover that also. Yes, I am covering that as well. Okay, so I am covering that also, like here role based access we can give. Huh? Yeah, thanks Lavanya, thanks for joining. So Lavanya also my old
Sure.
batch student. Lavanya, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thanks for joining. Yeah, so team, yeah, we are also, yes, that part, like if you are a DBA, Postgres DBA, what kind of tasks you need to perform on real time, all such tasks I am covering. Okay, so yeah.
Rashekar, are you covering anything on encryption?
Encryption by default encrypted all Postgres databases. Huh? I don't think so. People will use the customer based key to encrypt and all. Okay.
Okay.
So that will also, if you want me to cover, I will cover. Even Azure side, I didn't cover that part, encryption part.
Oh,
Okay. It's
yeah.
already by default encrypted. You don't need to. Huh? So, like I can cover that is also if you want to. I will make a video and upload also. Uh, that's not a problem. Yeah. So in real time, what options people are using, how people are working on cloud. So that parts I'm covering all 100%. Okay. Yeah. So if I take, like if I give more course content, more topics, again it's boring to everyone. Okay. You can't learn actual topic, to be honestly, if I speak. Okay, so that's why, like real time, we have a Postgres servers, like on Azure and AWS also. I am handling multiple projects. Okay, so what kind of things we need to work on, being a Postgres DBA on cloud. So what kind of our roles and responsibilities day by day. So those topics I am covering as part of this course. Hmm? Yeah.
Raj, one
So
question.
yeah, go
So,
ahead.
as you said, like Postgres is open source, right? Apart from that, like why not we are going like for Azure SQL? Why we are going for only like Azure Postgres SQL? Apart from like free software or
Very good
security
question.
related, other than that, like
Mm,
why we are
mm.
going for Azure Postgres?
Very good question. See, Azure SQL DB, like it is available like 4 years onwards. It's not there before. See, your project ran on Postgres only. Like you are using Postgres DBA since 10 years. Your company, your project. Obviously, they would like to go to Postgres only. Okay, they don't migrate it to SQL Server and all, right? Yes, sir. No, Postgres is open source. Okay, so no, they don't give any sudden surprises. See, if you come to SQL Server, they may give sudden surprises because SQL Server is owned by Microsoft. They may increase the prices and all. Yes, sir. No. Huh? So, like in Azure, we have Postgres. AWS also we have a Postgres. In AWS, huh? AWS SQL Server. So they have to follow the Microsoft um, uh, things. Even like in AWS, you have a SQL Server. Okay, whatever Microsoft is rules and all, they have to follow AWS because the product owned by the Microsoft. But Postgres, it's not like that. Okay, it's same. Huh? It's same. You don't need to change any architectural changes and all. Your application is working fantastic. So far, the same you can bring it to Postgres only, either in Azure or AWS. Okay, yes or
Okay.
no? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So,
that's the reason. From the, like, see, every company is a small company at the beginning. Yes or no? People don't have that much budget and all to buy the SQL Server, Oracle and all. Those are all very expensive. Okay, a small company, obviously they go for they have a small budget. Obviously, this kind of open sources, Postgres, MySQL, and all. Yes or no? So though that is grown by, still they are in Postgres only. Obviously, see our client, we are using SQL Server and Postgres. Why like Postgres few or why SQL Server? Because those are all from like Postgres only since from long. We don't want to disturb. If you want to change, like again, it takes downtime and all, that we don't want to. Okay. So like that was the reason. Since long, they are in Postgres. They want to still in Postgres only. See, Microsoft, they developed Azure SQL DB. See, no Azure SQL DB developed by Microsoft team. Nobody is in the managed instance or IaaS model. Small scale companies. They all, okay, shifted to Postgres itself by this time. Okay, because managed instance, it starts with 70,000 rupees starting, like with 4 CPUs, right? It's starting with small hardware. uh, you have to pay 70,000 because they are giving everything like SQL agent, DB mail, linked server. Though if you use it or not, you have to pay. Okay, so everyone is same price, but Postgres is not like that. Postgres is a open source. Okay, the features wise, if you want to more features, you can buy from the paid, like plugins. You can keep it, you can pay for them, but server is free. You got it what I'm saying? Okay, so Postgres, you have a wide options team. If you want to use, you can use it by going with the paid plugins and all. Okay, so that's the flexibility we have. But SQL Server, we don't have that much flexibility, though they are giving all the options, the tools, uh, but the prices and all included in the SQL Server engine itself. Yes or no? Uh, so that's why team people are using Postgres DBA. Like if you see count wise, so Postgres is very popular than SQL Server. Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Nowadays, like
sir,
more reason
on-prem,
because of the cloud.
in on-prem SQL, I have a 10 TB database, Raj. So, for example,
Hmm.
so will you show me how to migrate that 10 TB database to Postgres open source in on-prem as well as in Azure
Very good
in this
question.
course?
Yeah. So here, very good question you asked. So here in Postgres, very good question, really. See, that 10 TB you are in SQL Server, better to be in SQL Server only. I don't recommend to come to Postgres. Okay, Postgres here,
Okay.
it handles only 32 terabyte max on cloud. Okay, on premise, how much it supports, like maximum, I don't know. I have to check it. For cloud, it supports only 32 terabyte. Even in Azure also, right? Managed instance, it support only 16 terabyte, 16 max. Okay, so I can say 10 TB terabyte SQL Server, you cannot migrate it to cloud. Okay, better to be either in on-premise or IaaS. Okay, I don't recommend to migrate it to the cloud team pass model or AWS RDS. RDS is nothing but pass model. Okay, without OS, you can directly create a SQL server, directly create a Postgres server. Where in AWS we call it as RDS. Okay, don't confuse team. See, uh, I'm mixing both Azure and AWS. In Azure team, like we have IaaS model. Okay, IaaS model, infrastructure as a service. That means we have a Windows operating system and all. So we have a PaaS model, platform as a service. PaaS means without operating system, you can directly create your servers, Postgres server, SQL server. Directly you can create. See, this is a PaaS service which I am creating. Here, which I am creating, it's a pass. See, no operating system and I'll directly creating. Okay, same. This is Azure, right? So AWS. Okay, so AWS, Azure, IaaS we call it as EC2. EC2 instances like OS, either Windows or Linux you can create and install either SQL Server or Postgres. So pass in AWS we call it as RDS. Okay, RDS we call it as. In RDS, directly you can create a Postgres server. Directly you can create a SQL server. So in RDS, like SQL server, you can create with versions wise also. But in past, we don't have. Okay. So RDS, because these guys have to follow the Microsoft, how they want to follow, they have to follow, because AWS, again, depending on the Microsoft for SQL server related. Okay. So Microsoft, they have to pay the money for these licenses, and all AWS is paying to the Microsoft. That's why, like SQL server related, Azure is the best. Okay. Because AWS again paying to Microsoft. See, buying a house directly from a owner through a broker, obviously different cost, right? Through broker, obviously you have to pay more amount. Yes or no?
Uh,
So,
Raj, Jagdish here.
yeah, Jagdish.
Actually, when it comes to Windows missions, all kind of Azure, when it comes to MicroSQL Server, Postgres, same, but little bit different. So my request is from SQL architecture, Postgres architecture, bit different. You are elaborating to learn us, help us to learn the architecture also. Some difference is there, right? Compared to mix
Yeah,
SQL and PostgreSQL.
yes. See, while explaining the topics itself, those will be covered. You don't need to worry about that.
Okay,
Okay,
you are help us to learn architecture also, right?
200%. No doubt at
Okay,
all. Okay. See how
okay.
streaming replication, while explaining the topic, streaming replication, how that works, and all, that will be covered. Huh? So it follows the wall, write ahead log. Just like our SQL server, we have LDF file, right? Okay.
Yes.
Transactions. Huh? So here it follows wall, write ahead log. Okay. I will cover, don't worry. Huh? Just like you are always on how it works,
Uh,
and all.
Raj, a lot of
Reporting.
programming is involved in there. Some
No
people are
programming,
asking
sir. We
lots of.
don't write any queries. We don't write any queries. It's administration part only. Okay. We are not writing, like, it's not a like you don't need to know about programming. It's purely administration part. See, team, I'm a DBA guy. So I'm like in a organization. See, my company wants Postgres DBA. They have to hire again a Postgres DBA. That again for them, like budget wise difficult. That's why they have a. I'm the person SQL DBA guy. They wanted me to manage Postgres also. See, obviously we have to learn almost all database management systems team nowadays. Okay, then only our jobs are secured nowadays. Okay, so like that, I want you also learn all these things. At least one license based DBMS and open source database management. At least one you have to learn both. Okay, if you keep it in your resume, you have better opportunities. Huh? Yeah, I'm telling you, team. Okay, see, learn cloud and all. I told you 5 years back. Now, every company, like if you go for any interviews, also they are asking cloud only. Without cloud knowledge, they are not considering resumes also. Huh? See, now it's time to know another DBMS also, along with like if you are a Postgres guy already, you have to learn SQL Server also. If you are a SQL Server guy, learn Postgres also. Take. It's time take. Okay, then
So I
only.
have one query
Yes.
here. So in my environment, right? So they are planning to migrate Oracle databases to Postgres. So
Mm.
with this training, will there be any help I would be getting from you to migrate from Oracle to Postgres? As
Yeah, I
being a
can
like,
help you 100%.
SQL,
Yeah, we have a
if I can,
documentation also. I have prepared how to migrate and all, what kind of issues we get and all, completely documented. Like I have to make it polish and I have to publish it. Huh? So don't worry, I will take care that part. Okay,
Raj, do
migration,
we have
monitoring, maintenance.
certifications also for this Postgres DBA?
See, nowadays certifications are not, considering. because if you pay the amount, people are providing the certificates and all. Okay, so yeah, post like certification wise also I can help you. I already prepared like question and answers book that helps you, okay, to crack the uh, to crack the certificate and all. So team, it's already like 8:30 a.m. If you have any questions, you can ask at the end. Let me at least for today, let me create how to create a Postgres server, how to connect to that SQL Postgres server, that and all. Let me cover. Okay, I have 30 minutes more only. Okay, let me create. After that, we can discuss. Okay, yeah. So team, what I'm creating a Postgres server on cloud. Okay, this is a Postgres server. So this is the subscription name and the resource group name I give. So team, please mute yourself if you are not talking. Otherwise, noise also will be recorded. Team.
Yeah, hi Raj, are you talking? Because it went completely mute.
Raj, we can't hear you if you're speaking.
Sorry team, like I muted myself. Okay, so team, yeah, now you can hear me, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. So team, we have a Microsoft data centers all over the world. Okay, so you can choose the location, any location you can choose. Like your project running, like your clients are in only US, you can choose US location. Europe location, you can choose Europe. Asia Pacific also you can choose any location. So for now, I am going with some location team. Hmm? Any location you can create a team. See here, I am not create this location because I have a subscription team. This subscription, like a kind of a free subscription. Free subscription not allowed to create this. Okay, Microsoft like some restrictions for free subscriptions. Okay, you can choose another location.
So it means
This
like
location.
for this creation also we'll be having additions, right?
Editions. See, I told you, Postgres is open source. There is no edition
Yeah.
concept here. Okay, this is
But
environment, like which purpose you are using the Postgres and all. Uh, I will cover. Just give me some time. So if you
okay,
have
sure.
any questions and all, just note it down. We will discuss. Hmm? Yeah.
Okay.
So in Postgres versions, these are all the Postgres versions 11, 13, 14, 15, 16. As of now, we have a cloud like this. So team, like say 13, 14, sorry, 11, 13 already. See, 11th is unsupported version, already retired. That means there is no development related on 11th. So obviously better to be in the highest version team. Okay, so even we have to upgrade also the versions so that the bugs and all will be mitigated. Bugs related patches and all they will apply. See, if you don't do any patches and all, some hacker they developed their own you know tool to hack. you know so if they developed also, they release the patches time to time. They release the patches time to time according to the technology. They develop the tools and all. Okay, always better to be the latest version. As of now you are in 17, tomorrow maybe 18. We have to upgrade maybe next year. By next year, We have to upgrade. For now, let me going with some version T. Okay, I'm going with the 16th version. That's a popular one, mostly all over the world. As of now, 16th version. Okay, 17th is the latest. Just like we have it 22, 2025 SQL version, right? People are in SQL Server 2019 now. Okay, as an average, mostly all are in 2019. So here also Postgres 16th version. Okay, so yes, our SQL Server version is 16th. It's fixed. There is no edition concept here. Okay, yeah, only version. Editions only in licensed softwares. Okay, yeah. So here, which purpose you are creating this server? Just Microsoft, they wanted to know. Development purpose, yeah, you can give development. Development related, obviously, like a compute plus storage. The cost and all will be decided here itself. See, you are not paying for the license, but you are paying for the hardware. Yes or no? See, development related, if you are using, just give development. Production related, yes, you can give production related. Production related, obviously, here you can give, see here, like we can call it as the hardware type. Just like in SQL Server, we have general purpose, hyperscale, yes or no? Business critical, we have, right? Same here also. Bustable means a kind of a like you can use it for test purpose, dev related purpose and all. Okay, bustable obviously little slow, which is cheaper. Okay, less cost. See here, 2 CPUs cost just 4,000 only. You can pay. Okay, so compute cost, CPU and memory cost, this is, and storage cost, physical drive size. Okay, 128 GB. So around 6,000 rupees we have to pay. See here, you can choose the see one CPU cost 2,000. See, like one CPU cost 2 GB of memory. This is the speed 640 max IOPS. This like it will allow up to 640 input output per seconds on the drive. Okay, so team, this is all the hardware. We call it as here series, A series, B series. See, B series bustable. Okay, so see, general purpose, we have another series, D series. uh, General purpose. Memory optimized for production. See, for database part, we always need high memory, good amount of memory. Okay, memory is very important team for databases. Any database, Oracle, SQL Server, Postgres, memory is very important. It can avoid the physical read. Directly reading from the drive, it takes a lot of time. Okay, logical read and physical read. Logical read is super fast. It will read from the memory. Okay, so first the drive data it keeps in the memory. Memory also very important in any databases. Okay, obviously for SQL Server also we will use memory optimized drives. Postgres also we will use memory optimized drives for production. Okay, yeah. See here production related E series we have. See the speed. Okay, 80,000 input output per second time. See how super fast this is. Okay, 64 CPUs, 432 GB of RAM. Okay, so see, uh, like big size databases also you can accommodate here. Yeah, so this is a CPU type, CPU memory. Max it supports, and you can also define your own speed also. See, storage type, premium SSD. Premium SSD V2, it's not available the region what I chosen now. Okay, premium SSD V2 is again super fast. Okay, so again super fast today. So as of now, this region we have only premium SSD. Maybe tomorrow they will add ultra discs also. Ultra discs are super fast. Gaming related and all people will use. Okay, so mostly production related people will go with premium SSD or premium SSD V2 drives in the background. Okay, see here, your own drives, you can set your own speed also. Okay, I mean storage here you can choose, say maximum 32 terabyte. Even though like if you choose 64 max 64 CPU steam, like maximum size is 32 terabyte. See here 32 terabyte. So Postgres on Azure, what is the maximum size it supports? 32 terabyte. AWS also 32 terabyte. Okay. So beyond 32 TB, better to be in IaaS or on-premise. Yeah.
This
So
32
team, you
TB
will
is all together for all the databases, or how it is?
exactly all together for the databases, not individual databases. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Here everything at the server level, Postgres, everything at the server level, backups, upgrades, everything at the server level only. Okay. Yeah. So obviously, normally team Postgres side, we don't keep multiple databases. Okay. We don't keep multiple databases. We can keep only one database. In the one database itself, okay, we can keep all. Yeah. 1 second. Jagadesh, I'm in class. Hello. Yeah. Okay. We will keep everything under one database only. Okay, not multiple databases. We keep multiple databases in SQL Server because that's a license based. Okay, yeah. So team, see, these are all very important team. Like if I compare with SQL Server and explaining the things in interviews also, they will ask like that. Why Postgres? So why SQL Server? Why you have only one DB in Postgres? Why not multiple? Because of these reasons. We don't need to follow multiple databases here. Yes or no? It's on cloud only, right? It won't follow any drives in the background, multiple drives kind of. Okay, a kind of a single drive. Obviously, having multiple databases, single database, same performance only. Okay, yeah. So team, what I'm saying here,
So,
compute plus storage related, we have three types: bustable, general purpose, and memory optimized. Okay,
so Raj,
like
I have a
yeah.
question. So,
Go ahead.
it has instance and database separate, or it doesn't have any instance? There's no concept of an instance here.
Yeah, instance is nothing but server.
Oh, okay. So it one server contains multiple Postgres
Yes.
database.
Yeah, you can keep. It is allowed,
Okay.
but practically not required. Okay,
Okay.
one server, one application. One server, one application. Obviously, one server can have only one database is enough. Okay, that application related all data you can keep it in single database itself. That's how
Oh,
Postgres people will develop. They don't keep multiple databases. Why they don't keep
oh, okay.
multiple databases? You should ask that question. Why
Yeah.
why they
Right.
don't keep multiple databases? Then
Because,
cross queries won't work here. Okay,
oh, okay,
there is
okay.
no relation between two databases.
So even in Postgres also cross queries don't work.
Yeah, don't work. Okay.
So it's completely like past DBA, like a past databases,
Azure
right?
SQL DB. No, past DBA cross queries work, right? Past database, like managed instance, cross
Yeah,
queries works.
managed instances, okay. SQL database, we don't have past. I mean, we don't. It won't
Azure
work.
SQL DB, cross queries won't work. Huh? Cross queries won't
Mhm.
work in Azure SQL DB team. Same in Postgres also. That's why team in the beginning, like the designers, multiple databases. Hey, why multiple databases? Like, that strangely they ask the questions. Okay. So SQL Server guys, we know we came from SQL Server background, so we used to keep multiple databases. But in Postgres, we keep only one database. Okay,
Oh, okay.
one database, everything.
So that
Uh,
Design.
I agree.
link
I
server
agree for
related
that,
thing.
but
Hmm,
sorry to interrupt.
hmm. Go
So,
ahead.
as it is even maintaining 32 TB, as it is very huge, if multiple applications teams want to keep their application, it means like a shared. If that is a shared server, then only they
Hmm,
will maintain a different DBs in that specific instance,
hmm, hmm.
unless and
Let me tell
until.
you.
Yeah.
Hmm. We want to keep multiple databases in single server. You can keep separate servers. Nah, you are not paying any for licenses. Each server you are not paying. You are paying for only the hardware. We are missing that concept. See, here it's a open source license based. We are not like these are all not license based. Keeping all databases in single server, separate server, same cost only. Okay. So if you keep all databases in single server, what is the problem? Maintenance is hectic. Okay. If that server, if you want to down, like if you want to save some money, You can down the server. You can stop that server. You can save the money. Here you can save the money too. If you stop the, see, if you keep all databases, all application related, you cannot stop it. Yes or no? Because one application, they want it. Yes or no? That's why better to have a separate servers. If you want to keep
Okay.
multiple
To dump
databases, it is
everything into a
good.
single database, we may get performance issues as well, right?
Why you get performance issues? See, keeping multiple databases, keeping single server, same performance only, right? See, in big size database also, like IO apps is increasing, right? As soon as you are going with more size, okay, IO apps is increasing.
Yeah.
How it is like a performance impact if it is a big size database? Big size database, if it is a big table obviously performance issue. Okay, small table obviously same performance, though it is in same database or different database. Yes or no? Here the locks are like table wise, row wise. So here we call it as tuples. Tuples. We don't call it as rows and all. We call it as tuples. Okay. So yeah, obviously to digest, this concept, it would take some time for SQL Server people. Okay, there is reasons behind it. Okay, we have to keep separate servers only for Postgres. Application wise, we will keep separate servers. Okay, mostly team, like you will have one database only. Just ask your friends, people who are working Postgres. Mostly they maintain one database only. See, multiple databases again problem, right? As I said, cross queries won't work. If you want to join the tables, again, a kind of a linked server concept you have to go. Wrapper, we call it as here in Postgres. Okay, so because of those reasons, so better to have in single server. If you can go with multiple database, that's okay. Better to have a single database itself. Okay, yeah. So team, I have only 15 minutes. Let me finish this. Let me create this Postgres server. So team, we are creating a server. We don't want to cluster and all team. Cluster and all we will create later. Okay, so I am going with single server. Okay, standalone. So single server and bustable I am going. Okay, because bustable it won't cost much. Okay, I am going with one CPU. Okay, premium SSD and as much as small size. Okay, the small size I have is 32 GB. Okay, 32 GB is a small. Small, like per server 32 GB I am creating. Okay, for this server it is allowed to keep 32 GB data. Okay, and IO apps also I am keeping like 120 IO apps. Okay, per second it can read and write. Per second 120 input output per second. Yeah, just for practice. Okay, so I created this server team. Yeah, so I'm going to create this server team. Yeah, so there is absent storage auto grow. So team, see how beautiful it is. Even 32 GB it reaches, only size will be increases, not the CPU and memory. Okay, it automatically grows. See, you can also choose this option. You got it. So team, if you choose this option, is there any extra price? No team. When there is really space issue, space issue means either 10% or some I think 64, some formula it's there. Okay, some formula it's there team. So if it reaches, then only the auto grow automatically grows, expand the space. See here, like storage is more than 1 TB, team. If it is, see here, threshold value 20%, it is 64 GB. 64 GB free space if you have, that's okay. If you don't have 64 GB, it expands. That's a formula. I will explain this. So we will have a separate session on this, how it works and all. So team, this automatically only space will be increased. Okay, that will be triggered. So you can choose this option. It's always better option. Okay, so see team, here I want to tell you something. So here 32 GB already reaches, so it won't allow read and write stream, but database is still there. It will allow read. You can read, but Insert, update, deletes you cannot perform. Okay, so that's why to avoid such read and write stopping, you can always set this auto grow for production database. Production databases. Non-production, don't enable this thing. Non-production, if it is 32 GB reaches, you will come to know. Obviously, you can go for deleting some data. Okay, non-production, right? Okay, yeah. So I am going with 32 GBT now, and high availability concept. Okay, high availability at the background server level. See, disabled means only in single power connection and all will be provided. Single power connection. So here same zone, different room, like same zone, two hardwares will be provided. Like a power failure will be done. It's a shift to the other server. It in the background it will take care of it. So this concepts also we have a separate session. High availability. Okay, so we'll discuss on this. So high availability concept. Do you have a yeah, we'll discuss high availability, not today. So we have a separate session on that, how that will be maintained in the background and all we'll discuss. Okay, zone redundancy, if you have team, if you have like that region side any power failures, any fluctuations, that helps us. Yeah, we'll discuss this later. Yeah, next, backups team. See here also minimum 7 days backups will be maintained. So like backups here called snapshots. In AWS we call it as snapshots. We don't call it as backups. Here SQL Server guys, right? So this Azure. So they are following with backups only, the naming convention. So 7 days is the backup. 7 days is the backup, not for databases, servers. Okay, here everything followed with the server concept only team. Okay, so yes, 7 days. This you can increase it to up to 35 days. Point in time recovery. How the server, like 7:30 a.m., how your server was the same, you can restore it back. Okay, 30 days back you can go and restore any point of time, date and time with seconds also. Okay, so minimum is 7 days thing. You can adjust this one according to your production, non-production. So team, this 7 days I cannot make it to 1.5 in Azure, but in AWS, if you want to save the money, you can also disable these backups, 0 backups, or you can keep one day backup also. If you want, you can keep it 1 day. But here I don't know like why they want to keep minimum 7 days. I don't know team. Like in Azure also, in Azure SQL Server, we have minimum 1 day you can keep it. But here I don't know like why 1 day not supported. I don't know. I have to check it, the reasons. Yeah. So team, geo redundancy, recover from regional outage or disaster. So this is extra cost. Okay, we'll discuss this one. Okay, if it is any regional, that region if it is fails, like East US, West US, like redundancy we have. So related to backups, this talks about backups team. If you keep this one team, your backups will be copied in some other region also. You got it? So if you don't choose it team, that backups only exist on only that region. Suppose that the entire region collapsed, East US, some Russia attacked on East US. Okay, that entire region like collapsed, right? You don't have a backups. Okay, such kind of scenarios that helps is this geo redundancy. Okay, yeah. So you can choose it also. For production, better to choose it. Non-production, that's okay, leave it. Okay, so like that you can choose the options team. See, so team, bustable. I didn't bustable. So I didn't choose bustable, right? Let me choose bustable only. Again, if you want me to configure, I can configure. Development bustable. So 2 CPUs. Instead of 2 CPUs, I want to use 1 CPU only team for practicing because license team. See, it's 1500 only. Azure SQL DB is almost same cost only, right? Azure SQL DB. Yeah. So here again you can choose minimum IO apps, minimum GB. Yeah. Yeah. So 1500 rupees. Okay. For CPU and memory, and also storage, and also IO apps bandwidth, 1500 only. So team, we chosen the hardware. Okay, so next, availability zone. We don't want to any zones team. In the same region itself, you can keep the zone. Like, as I said, server will be, if something wrong on the server, some hardware, some overheat, it's shifted to other server immediately. Okay, within the region only. Within the region, there is a zone. Okay, same like in Hyderabad, we have two places, the data center. Okay, so that place, if you have some problem, they shift it to some other zone. Okay, so like that, if you want, you can set it up also zone wise redundancy. For production and all, go with one. Okay, non-production, that's okay, you don't need to. Yeah, so team, high availability, so we discussed, right, zone redundancy, same zone, that and all we'll discuss later, this concept. Yeah, authentication. Coming to authentication team, we have 10 minutes only team. We'll discuss these topics again tomorrow also, but I want to cover this. Like, I want to create a server, I want to how to connect to this Postgres server, I wanted to show you today itself. Okay, maybe I'm going little fast, please accept this. Okay, yeah, so team, authentication method, here also we have Azure Active Directory authentication. Okay, and Postgres authentication. Mostly nobody will go to Microsoft intra authentication team. This is for only SQL server. Okay, but Postgres, it's not a Microsoft developed tool, right? So nobody will go to Active Directory authentication team. Postgres, mostly people will go with only login name and password. Okay, so for now I am going with this one only. So we will also discuss this option as well, don't worry. Okay, Postgres authentication only I am going. Here also, like, we have mixed authentication. One is Active Directory authentication, another one SQL authentication. Like Postgres username password you can use. Some username password you can give. Like normally Postgres side people will use Postgres. Postgres is the username. Okay, general like SCA we have, right? Same here also, Postgres is the username, or Postgres underscore admin, something people can use. Okay, you can give any name also. I want to give SC admin, okay, because I'm a SQL guy, SQL server guy. So SC admin, I follow in SQL servers. Here also I am following with SC admin only. Yeah, leave it. That's, or if you want to go with Postgres only, let me go with Postgres only. Yeah, so Postgres. And what is the password? You can give the password whatever. So password I want to give Azure @123 or welcome @123, anything you can give. Okay, so in real time, just give the complex password. Okay, this is the root username team having highest privileges. Okay, so just give the complex password and don't share it to anyone. Only DBA people can have this username password. So that's it team to create. Networking side also, like after creation you can change it, or now also you can change it. I want to allow this PostgreSQL server public access. That means it will allow some IP addresses. Normally some companies, most of the companies follow with public access only. We are also going with public access only, but we will restrict with network wise. Okay, so we will give our own network, so that I mean office network, people who are in that VPN, those people only can able to connect to Postgres. Okay, for now I don't have any VPN and all team, I have to go with IP address. Okay, I have given public access. Okay, now here you can give your IP address, so that you only can able to connect. Or you want, I want you to allow to connect to this Postgres server, like I want to add your IP address also. Okay, so range also you can give. So here say range, I think it struck a little bit, just wait. I clicked on this. Yeah, let me manually add it. Okay, let me manually add public. Okay, so 0.0.0. IP address, so 255. So this is means team, your IP address range I am giving team, your IP always greater than 0 and less than 255. Okay, so my IP is My IP address is 205.254.169.102. See, 205 greater than 0. 205 less than 255. That means it's allowed my IP address also. Your IP address also it is allowed. Okay. Don't give like this team in real time. Okay. Yeah. Because everyone able to connect. We have the username password if you give like that. Only allowed IP addresses only you can give it to. That will be taken care by admin team or DevOps team. See team, this is the minimal cost for Postgres server. Monthly cost. They are also taking the backups team for this price. For this price, they are also taking the backups for CPU, memory, server cost, everything. It is under 1500 only. Okay, cheaper. So in your laptop, you can download PG admin. It's a tool team. Okay, PG admin. It's a free tool. You can download. Using this tool, you can connect to your Postgres servers. Okay, so this is a like a Postgres 16. I have installed in my machine. Okay, how I installed in my machine Postgres 16, like this one. Next, done. Okay, that's how on Windows machine we install, right? Okay, this is a local server. Okay, so the Azure server I have to show it to you. So this one yesterday connected him. Let me remove it. Remove the server. Okay, so here like just by right clicking and I will connect to Azure Postgres server. Okay, one server is ready. I will connect to that Postgres server. Okay, yeah. Come on team. Any questions so far? So meanwhile team. Okay, so these classes. Okay, Monday to Friday team. So today just Sunday, like yeah. So
What is the
I'm taking
timing, sir? It's the morning 7:30 to 9.
7:30 to 9, same timings only. Because after 10 a.m. I have a office. Okay, so not possible to me. So 7:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. For me it's a flexible hours. If you have same time free, like you can continue this course. Okay,
Okay.
the
And
fee.
perhaps like when you would be starting the second batch, sir? Out of
Second
curiosity.
batch obviously next month only.
The thing is that we would be getting Dasara holidays and all, and even kids would be getting holidays, no? So to
Uh,
not to get any disruption, just checking when would be the second
Okay.
batch.
In such
Fine.
case, I will give the holidays also. If all are people okay, like I will give the holidays also. Like we can resume our classes again. Hmm? Yeah. That is
How
also
many
help.
days this course is?
This course it takes minimum 4 weeks, sir. 4 weeks. Because here I am
Okay.
covering the upgrades and all. Hmm? Upgrades, migrations, and we don't have linked server. We don't have SQL agent. I mean automation purpose. That topics I have to cover here. Okay,
So it's
so high
including weekend.
availability disaster. So that takes I'm charging 10,000 rupees team for this course. Okay, obviously it is less than the like Azure SQL DB. I used to charge 15K. Okay, for this. So for this batch I'm charging only 10K only. Yeah, I will provide you material, scripts, resume, interview questions and answers along with the book I wrote related to interview questions and answers. That also I can provide. Yeah.
So this
So people who
Postgres
want
is
to
the
join,
product of sorry. The SQL is a Microsoft product. Postgres is whose product is this?
Postgres is open source. Anybody can use. That's why Azure is using Postgres also. See, Oracle, you cannot create Oracle server here.
He is
Oracle is
asking about the vendor details, sir.
vendor details. Postgres vendor details. It's open source. Anybody can develop.
Open
Okay.
source. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Open source. Postgres
Hi
SQL.com.
Raj, Satya here.
Yeah,
Yes, Satya.
yeah. I have
Hi
a
Raj. Uh,
yeah, Raja. So
Sorry, please go ahead.
yeah, I want to find out when it comes to this Postgres, what's the difference between the Enterprise Edition and this Postgres SQL?
We don't have any edition concepts here, sir.
Okay,
We don't have
because
any edition concept.
But I
So
have seen in internet that we have a Postgres Pro standard, Postgres Pro
yeah,
Enterprise, something like
so like the they call it EDB, that's
Mm-hmm.
the enterprise edition. Yeah. So I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
like the
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
enterprise Postgres. So I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to know the difference between the open source one and the enterprise one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, see, a product can take it, they developed, they can keep their own plugins. Maybe they can call it as different editions, enterprise and all. But honestly, uh, enterprise use means production purpose. So obviously, server having all the features. Enterprise or developer, Postgres server side, we have all the features. There is no limitation. Like in SQL Server, it's a limitation server side. Okay, maybe the features wise, the plugin wise, maybe it's different. Maybe AdSense, if you are talking, uh, yeah, maybe where you read and all. I wanted to just share me the link in WhatsApp so that I
Sure.
can read. I
Sure.
can tell you better. Okay,
Okay.
here there
Okay.
is no editing concept. So, uh, yeah. No license softwares and all, so no editions concepts actually. Huh? Yeah.
okay. And next coming to SQL Server, like I'm just comparing, we have this index maintenance, statistics, memory granting,
Mm.
all these types of query tuning. We do by knowing the architecture of SQL Server. So you will cover the basic
100%.
architecture part of
100%
Postgres
I'm
also,
covered.
right?
See here, rebuild, reorganize, update charts automatically run in Postgres. Okay, that automatically run, but still you can run manually also. Hmm?
Okay.
But like SQL Server, you don't need to run more frequently here. Okay, that's the advantage of Postgres. Yeah,
And
so
very,
I will cover. Don't worry. Okay. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Sir, I have one more last query from my side. So in this
Mm.
topic, right, so we are covering Azure database for PostgreSQL servers. This means like this is going to act as a Azure database, right? So are we also going to cover, IAS kind of concepts
Yeah.
in the PostgreSQL?
IAS, nothing there like IAS, Azure Database Postgres, both are same. There we will install it. Like,
Oh,
so we will download the software and we will install it. And the same, like PC admin, they will install and they use it. Okay, no difference, that one and this one. If you want me to cover that one also, I will cover what is there, obviously. Installing only, I have to cover there. Here also
okay,
same topics, there also same topics. No
okay.
difference.
Okay, don't we have any managed kind of concepts in
Yeah.
PostgreSQL?
I will cover. I will cover. If that is the case, I will
And
definitely cover the
and,
IAS model. Like,
No,
okay,
not
we
and,
IAS,
we
sir.
and
will
Raj,
Like,
create.
no,
Hmm.
in Azure SQL, we do have SQL managed instance concept, right? Do we have any such in PostgreSQL?
No, we don't have.
Okay, okay,
We don't have
okay.
Azure or AWS. Both. I am covering both team, not only Azure. Okay, I am covering AWS also. AWS and Azure, we have only one model, Postgres on pass. Okay. So infrastructure, yeah, you can create a VM and you can install your Postgres, your Oracle, your SQL Server. That's not come under Azure. I told you, IaaS is not a Azure. Okay, just they are providing infrastructure. AWS also easy to. You don't really call it as a cloud team. That is just infrastructure you are getting from AWS. Install like once VM is ready, people can install. On premise also you can install. There also you can install. What is the difference? Nothing. No difference. Okay.
We need to pay licensing fee for the IAS servers, right? Even at Postgres as well.
Yeah, Windows obviously you have to pay for the licenses. Hmm. RDS
Here,
also we have
one
to pay the
question.
licenses. Yeah,
Here, Raj, one question. So, like,
yeah,
I'm from MS SQL background. Like, here, everyone, most of the people are MS SQL background, right? How
yes,
comfort
yes.
I can learn directly to Azure Postgres without learning like on
Mm,
premises? Like,
mm,
will you be
mm.
covering everything, or else like I need to
Sir,
do some
I'm also
check?
SQL DBA guy, sir.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
I
aware.
have
I'm
been
aware. I'm
working
aware. It's
14
like
years.
Yeah, but like I'm new to the Postgres. Like how
Yeah,
comfort, like what are the prerequisites I can learn without learning on premises directly to the Azure Postgres? Like I need your suggestion.
yeah. Just 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 flow with me, like so whatever the topics I am teaching, those topics you can practice. Okay, that's enough. I'm covering all, like you know so on premise, IaaS, Azure Postgres, all are same concepts only, sir. No difference. There people will install. Okay, so here we don't install Postgres. That's the only difference, sir. Uh, See, in past models, you are a SQL Server guy, I know. See, in manager instance, we don't have log shipping, mirroring, always on clustering. We don't have. Yes, IAS we have. It's not like that Postgres thing. Postgres, what all we have in IAS, those are all in past model also. No difference at all. What are the features works in IAS are on premise? The same features we have in past model also. Azure Postgres also same features. No difference at all. The only difference
And
is there we will install. There we can give our own CPU memory. But here we choose they given the CPU memory. I will cover that also. IAS.
yeah,
Don't
thanks.
worry about it.
Thanks. I think earlier someone asked regarding like this pass Azure PostgreSQL. Like we don't have like how we can install how we can upgrade the PostgreSQL, right? We
Yeah,
don't
see
have
here
that.
upgrade option.
I lost actually. I lost in the middle. So like
Yeah, yeah.
how we can upgrade, or else like a
Yeah.
Microsoft or
See,
AWS will be upgrading.
no. Okay, they will give the upgrade button. Can you see here? My
Yeah,
screen.
I can see. Okay,
Okay,
okay. I can see.
simple.
I can.
See, upgrade. Directly click on that, upgrade it to higher version. That's it.
Oh,
Okay.
it will support like a latest version, or else like let's say I
It's
am in
support
the 14
any
14.
version you can choose. 16, 17. See,
Oh,
so
okay,
I
okay,
am in 16 now, 17. If
okay,
it is
one version.
15, it goes like 16, 17 also. Any version you can choose and upgrade. This will take
Okay,
15 minutes around the downtime. If you
okay.
have a cluster, like it will fail over in the background, like intermittent uh, disconnections you may notice. Okay,
Mhm.
I will cover that part. Don't worry.
So, and one more question,
Raj, if I want
Raj.
to raise
Sir, sir,
if I want to
give me
raise
five
a
minutes.
support
One second,
ticket,
one second. Sir. Give me 5 minutes. I just created this server, right? What is pending? Connect to this server is pending. Let me connect to this server. After that, let's talk. Okay. So this is the server, sir. See, Azure Postgres servers are like this. It follows this naming convention. Postgres.database.azure.com. Okay. AWS having its own naming convention. Some alphanumerics added. Amazon.com. Like that it will come. See here, Azure.com, there Amazon.com. Okay. Your name, your server name along with this automatically added. By seeing the server name itself, you can tell that's a pass, that's a RDS. Okay. Yeah. So this is the server team. Yes, this is the server. So PG admin, I already installed this tool. This is a kind of management studio. You can use, there are a lot of tools available to connect to Postgres, not only PG admin. Okay. PG admin is the better. Uh, yeah. So using this, I am connecting to your Postgres. Okay. So just right click, register the server. See, SQL Server Management Studio, once you close it, again you have to connect. But here, one time, registration is one time. It's a kind of their registered servers. In Management Studio, we have a registered server concept. Same kind of this is. Okay. We are registering one time, just keeping here. It's there. Whenever I open PC admin, it's there the server name. Okay. Yeah, this is a server name. And here actual server name here you can see here you can give any name. My dev server like that you can give any name. Okay. Or give the same name also fine. Here you need to give the actual server name. This is a port number 5432 is the port number for Postgres server. Just like your SQL server, what is that? 14.
1433.
Yeah. So that's a 1433, right? Uh,
Yes,
so here
yes.
five. Sorry. Yeah, here we have 5432 is the port number for Postgres. Okay. Yeah. So you have master database in SQL Server. Here Postgres is the maintenance database. Okay. Postgres. And the username I give Postgres, sir. You can give SC admin, anything you can give. I give Postgres. Yeah. What is the password I give? I think Azure @123. I give the password. Huh? Let me give that password. Copy paste. See how simple it is, sir. Huh? Connect. See, connected. Okay. Expand this. We don't have any user databases. You can create user database, boss. Okay. See, right click, create database. Okay. So DBA.
So by
Save.
default, there are two, three databases created: Azure
Yes.
Maintenance, Azure Sync.
Yes. 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 See, sir, I will tell you. Okay. In real time, sir, we have only one user database. Okay. One system database called master database. Okay. These two only Azure. In Azure, if you create Postgres database, you will see these two databases in Azure only. Okay. These are all Microsoft managing internally. Okay, just for maintenance, upgrade, for that activities purpose, they have this. Okay, maintenance kind of. Okay, yeah. So this only Azure you can see Azure. In RDS, you don't see these two. In RDS, you can see uh, uh, Amazon related one system databases. Okay, other one is Postgres. Postgres is the only database. See, here only Postgres is the system database. Okay, yeah, Postgres. Hmm? Yeah, here also only Postgres. These two are just ignore it. Okay, yeah. So team, so here I have created a database. Huh? Expand the database. So here a schema. In SQL Server, we have a schema DBO. Here public is the schema. Huh? In general, sir, Postgres people, they create their own schema. Okay, or you can also create directly the tables and all here itself. Okay, see query tool. Query tool now create the table. Okay, so create table. So employee some. Okay, ID integer name. Okay. You see here execute option. Execute option. Say table created. Okay, inserting the data and all you know, right? Okay, insert into employee. So here refresh it. The tables you can see. With the table. Okay, indexes you can create. So alter table. That and all same for developers. Okay, this is how people will create the Postgres server on cloud instantly, both in AWS, in Azure. Instantly people will create and they migrate the database to where? From here to on-premise to there. They migrate the database and point the application to directly there. See, there is no something doesn't work and all kind of things we don't have like SQL Server. See, SQL Server, completely different team. See, in on-premise, you have a 2012 version, Azure. Okay. In past model, do you have a 2012 version? No. See,
No.
thoroughly testing is required, but here it's not like that. You are on premise, yes, 16th version. Here also 16th version. Okay, engine is same. Directly without analysis, DMA, data migration assistant tool. You know, right? Using that tool only, we can do assessment. Okay, see, without assessment also, we can migrate almost 99%, 100%, it will work your database. Say version to versions, then why there is a need to discuss on premise? No need, directly you can learn cloud itself. Okay, yeah, see here also Postgres 16, here also it's a Postgres 16 only. Okay, yeah, see next tomorrow I will show you, okay, how to create the users, how they can read only, read and write. Okay, so how to and all we will discuss tomorrow. This is how we will create a Postgres servers on cloud. The topics like I didn't go in depth in these topics, I will go in depth. So yeah, this is how people will
And
create and they will
Raj,
Hmm.
Jagdish,
Good, good.
and yeah, only one question, Raj. When it comes to SQL Server, we do have in VM, we do have configuration manager. Similarly, we do have for Postgre services to be, I mean, port number should be modified or there's something like that.
Yeah, here we have, yeah. So by 5432, I think here we have an option to change the port number. Okay.
In the Azure VM IS missions, we have configuration manager that we can able to find there. Something
Yeah.
like that. We do have the option called in the Postgres server also IS mission.
Yeah, here in RDS we have options groups. Okay.
No,
Options
RDS. I'm
groups
talking
and all,
about
there
the
you can
IS
change.
mission. IS mission. IS mission.
IAS
I'm
mission,
talking
yeah,
about.
IAS mission is nothing but on-premise. There also you have that one. Postgres configuration manager, we have that one. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we have that one also.
Mm-hmm. And Raj, I would request meantime you can drop the topic brochure or the chat, and once
Sure,
we
sure.
okay,
Is it
then we can
Jagadish
proceed to
talking?
join.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jagdish.
Yeah, Jagadish. Yeah, I can remember you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
here
So,
also I have learned from you Azure SQL DBA.
I know. Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
Jagadish. So, Tim, any questions so far?
So you will be able to cover like Azure plus RDS also, right? So both ways you will
Yeah.
show like how to create and how to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Both are same, sir. That's why I'm covering both. If it is different, again, it takes more time and all. Both are same. Azure, AWS. For Postgres, it's same. Okay. So, AWS
For
guy,
Postgres,
Azure guy.
uh, sorry. So first, for Postgres, can we have any support tickets created to support like Microsoft? We are creating support tickets.
Yeah,
Someone asked
yeah.
this question.
Mm. Here also you can create. Yes. They have Microsoft people, experts in Postgres. Huh? So they help us.
So
Okay.
Microsoft people help for this Postgres issues. Okay.
Exactly. Yes. See, AWS also you can create SQL Server, right? So AWS also have a team to support SQL Server. Hmm? Same here also Postgres people like Microsoft side they have Postgres team, hmm? Oracle team, okay, SQL Server team. All team members are there. See, in Azure also you can keep Oracle. Where? In IAS you can keep, not pass model. You can create a virtual
Because
machine.
for SQL, so SQL is just a licensed one, so we have a support model from Microsoft. But this
Mm,
Postgres is not a licensed one. So
mm.
how they will support? That is my doubt.
Doubt means,
We do
see,
have,
if
I
they are,
guess, Raj, we do have EDB company, right, to support.
I don't know, sir. Like Microsoft is giving to many third party. Huh?
Yeah, that
So
party,
I don't know
if,
Postgres
if
price.
we could pay for any critical server databases, they would support us. The
Mm,
payment option available.
mm, mm,
For Microsoft, we should not require to pay anything. If we raise the helpline number, they could reach us to engage with the issue without any payment. We
mhm,
already buy the license, something like that, right?
mhm, mhm, mm. But mostly we don't, we restrict ourselves to raise a ticketing. Nowadays, only SQL Server related we use it to raise. Like Postgres side, obviously what are all we know, that only they tell us mostly. Okay. So we
But
refrain.
I heard about Rashikar. I heard very easy to learn Postgre compared to MS SQL.
100%, yeah.
If you know
So,
MS SQL,
yeah,
very
after
easy to
knowing
learn
Postgres,
Postgre.
I thought same only. Postgres is dead easy than SQL Server. I can say
Mm.
in SQL Server we have lot of high availability disaster concepts, network concepts. Here nothing simple, very simple. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Rashikar, just when you are in the previous couple of minutes back, you are trying to upgrade, right? So at that point of time, you said while you are upgrading, if there is a cluster, it will go back fail over, right? So for
It is
this,
not.
we have this cluster option, or it's high availability
Yeah,
you are
we have a
maintaining.
cluster option. So cluster option, how it looks like, there is a cluster. On top of this, you have a read and write replica, and you can keep a read replicas, something like that. One, two, three. I think up to 6 or 8 you can keep read replicas. Huh? So this is read and write server, read and write server. This is a read server. This is a read server. This is a cluster.
Oh,
Okay. While upgrading, first it will do the upgrade on read. Okay. It will fail over, it will switch over, remaining nodes it will do the upgrade like that, it while switching only you will face a downtime like 30 seconds downtime. Hmm? Yeah. So like that clustering
This
option we
needs
have.
to be configured while installing only, right? While you're configuring.
Huh?
While you're installing the instance only, we have to configure this, right? In the initial phase.
Yes, initial phase only you have to configure. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So without cluster also you can just keep read only. Read only replica you can create it.
But while
But
you're
it's not
creating, we did not
clustering
get any
option.
option that, right? For the cluster
We will
option.
see, sir. We will see, sir.
Okay.
All concept we will discuss. Yeah. So team, so far any questions? Yeah. So that's it, team, for today. Okay. Tomorrow, like we will discuss again the doubts and parts. So people who wanted to join this batch, I need your names, team. Okay. I need your names. I have to save your names. I have to take your email IDs to send material and all. Okay. So please ping me, team. Okay. So this is my WhatsApp number. Just ping me. And also, if you want to do the payment, you can also do the payment on this Google Pay, Phone Pay number and share the screenshots. I will add you to this batch. Thank you, team. Thanks for joining today's demo. Okay. Let's connect tomorrow, same time, 7:30 a.m. Thank you, team. Have a nice day. Bye.
Thanks, Raj.
Yeah. Thank you all.
Thanks, Raj. Yeah.
Thank you.